Hello there, my fellow tech aficionados, and welcome to Vienna. I'm here for the Europe launch of Vivo's latest flagship smartphone, the X300 Pro. So I got the chance to try the camera-focused smartphone for a little bit before the official launch, and I took it for a spin. So in addition to all the general information and specs, I can also show you some first impressions for the camera system. And spoiler alert, I actually like it a lot. Not only when it comes to flexibility, I mean you can even attach a teleconverter to this one, but also when it comes to Vivo's processing. Since you get this sort of 3D pop straight out of cam, which you usually do not get with a lot of other smartphone cameras. Let's get into it. Alright, so we got our hands on the X300 Pro with the complete photography kit. So not only do you get quite the elevated unboxing experience with a simply massive box, but also a ton of accessories aimed to improve your smartphone photography shenanigans. So not only do you get, of course, the smartphone itself in this, by the way, pretty sweet looking sandstone color, but also a pretty basic but nonetheless very useful silicone case. In addition, you also get another case with different mounting plates and a kickstand, and you get this grip, which not only comes with additional controls for photos and videos and exposure compensation, for example, but there's also a battery inside this one. So if you really want to be outside shooting with your smartphone all day or take longer videos, this will really come in handy. And if all of this is not quite crazy enough, you also get this teleconverter, which looks quite ridiculous if you put it all together, but the images, I would say, speak for themselves. But before we talk about my individual experience though, let me quickly give you a rundown of the specs for the phone itself. And since this is supposed to be more of a first impressions video, especially when using this one for content creation purposes, if you want more, please feel free to head on over to our website for a much more detailed breakdown and even additional product and sample photos. And as always, we are already also working on our detailed review for this puppy, so keep an eye out on the website for that one as well. So inside the high quality and again, very nice looking chassis, you get the Dimensity 9500, 16 gigs of RAM and 512 gigabytes of storage. Add to that a high-res 120Hz LTPO OLED and you pretty much get your basic high-end smartphone specs. But the magic for this one is of course supposed to be the camera. So you get a 200 megapixel telephoto, a 50 megapixel wide angle and a 50 megapixel main shooter. And there's also this ominous size branding right in the middle of it. So let's see how that translates into your actual real-world shooting experience. So, well, I took the X300 Pro for a spin, not only last night at an amusement park, but also this morning just walking around Vienna. And I tried to give you a wide range of different shots with all the different focal lengths. And I even threw in some video samples with log footage that actually looks surprisingly decent, and I could definitely see myself using this one for some B-roll at an event, for example. In general, and I mentioned this before, I really like Vivo's processing here, and how much size was involved in all of this with the lenses, I can't really tell, but I think the results definitely speak for themselves. All of these shots are untreated and they all have this nice overall pop and clarity and especially depth, both when it comes to color and contrast. So this is great if you want to post directly to social media or even if you want to add some additional post-production with grading, filters or effects. And even the grip does make a lot of sense, even though I was quite skeptical in the beginning. So you not only get some additional juice if you're out and about for the whole day, but it's also a much more comfortable experience. And in the end, it makes the X300 Pro feel like a proper camera. I would probably not use it every day because it makes the smartphone a little bit too bulky for me personally, but especially for video, it does make everything quite a bit more stable. Again, these are only my very early first impressions after having this one for not even quite a full day. But what I've seen so far really makes me want to keep on shooting with this one for a bit. And there's even some daily driver potential in here for me for all of my personal social media content needs. But there's also quite a bit of competition. Stay tuned. Alright folks, that should already be it from Vienna for now. Again, keep an eye out for our launch day coverage on the website and for our written review dropping over there really soon as well. You can also check out my Instagram for more sample photos taken with the X300 Pro, and it will also definitely not be the last time you will see this one on the channel as well. Thanks a ton for watching folks, and please let me know in the comments below if there's anything else you would really like to see in these first impressions videos. My name is Alex, you have been absolutely fantastic as always, and I can't wait to see you all in the next one. Take care.